Well, hello and welcome to another OLLI Exchange where we visit with instructors and learn about upcoming classes. Today we have Emmie Brenzel, who is leading a series of classes titled Forest Therapy Walks. Welcome, Emmie.
Oh, thanks, Josh. I'm really glad to be here to talk a little bit more about forest therapy with you.
Great, great. Well, Emmie, looking at the title of your class, Forest Therapy Walks, for someone like me, it makes me feel like we're going to take a walk through a woods and do some meditating of some kind, But will you kind of give us some insight what forest therapy is and a little more to expect out of your class?
Sure, I'd love to. So forest therapy is an evidence-based holistic practice that uses an immersion in nature combined with some experiential activities that really promote health and wellness. It's based upon a Japanese practice that originated about 40 years ago, Shinrin-Yoku, or forest bathing. And in Japan, they realized that the health of the population living within the city environment had changed. And what they looked at were trends where a number of people had moved from the forested areas into the city. So they went back to the rural forested areas and started looking at what was it about the forest? Why were people healthier when they lived in the forest? And not surprisingly at all, but they discovered all the healing benefits of the forest, including the fact that phytoncides or terpenes are these chemicals that are released into the environment from plants and forest trees, especially evergreens. And what they discovered in their research was that the forest terpenes and phytoncides actually impacted our immune system. So the healing benefits included like cortisol levels. They noted that cortisol levels in the body decreased when they were exposed to these terpenes. And they also found that the natural killer cells, the immune cells that are responsible for treating cancer, going out and seeking out cancer and fighting viruses like COVID, were enhanced by being exposed to these forested environments. And so the forest ministry went into the cities and they built these little forested areas where people could go and forest bathe, and they noted an improvement in the health of their population. So the technique that I'll be using, that I've been trained in, forest therapy, through the Association of Nature Forest Therapy, is patterned after this Japanese practice. And
Wow.
they have a motto in ANFT that says it's really the forest that does the therapy, and it's the guide, I'm the guide, that opens the door. So I introduce participants in activities that really allow them to slow down, that allow them to listen and observe and really have a relationship, really develop a deep connection with nature, probably in a way that they've never had before.
Great. That's fascinating. Personally, I get out and do a lot of hiking and outdoor activities. And I know every time we come in from a trip, we definitely feel a lot more refreshed and healthier. So I guess I'm make a testament to that theory for sure. So Emmie, you're the owner of Ozark Forest Therapy. Can you tell us a little more about your business and what you do?
Well, the business is really to promote and support that practice of forest therapy. I really believe that I think our future really depends upon it. I mean, just today, in fact, I wrote this down right before I got on this call. The United Nations, that climate change panel, just mentioned today that the window to secure a livable future is closing. And I think that forest therapy is one way that you can really start to educate people in the importance of climate change and protecting the environment, that there is this reciprocity. We know that to lose one tree, that's going to have an impact on my immune system, and to really realize that we are nature. And so I think in terms of the forest therapy is really a way to get people that hopefully that knowledge and that experience that they really are part of nature and they're connected with nature, and to realize the importance of safeguarding that.
Great. That's awesome. So going back to your class, are there any special requirements, or really just to practice this therapy? Are there any special requirements, past experiences, prerequisites that someone might need?
No prerequisites, no skills or knowledge. Anyone can forest bathe. In fact, probably the less you know, the better. Children are really natural forest bathers. They know how to really engage with nature. They're the ones down on the ground, eating dirt, watching ants, chasing butterflies, jumping in piles of leaves, catching snowflakes on their tongues. Children just are natural forest bathers.
Uh-huh.
And so just to come, I would say, really recommend that you come maybe with an open and curious mind. That's the only thing that's really needed. And then dress appropriately so that you can really enjoy being out in the woods and being outdoors.
That's a great point. So I'm assuming we will be in your classes taking some walks outside then, obviously.
Yes, and
All right.
it's not a walk so much as it's a meander and a wander and
Okay.
really noticing what around you is in motion.
Cool. Great stuff. Well, folks, there you have it. Forest Therapy Walks is a series of single session classes. They will be taking place monthly. The next opportunity to participate is March 30th at 1 p.m. and these will be held at Mount Sequoia Center. Emmie, thank you again for taking time to visit with us and for offering such a unique opportunity to OLLI. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Josh. Thanks so much. It's good to talk to you.
Thank you.